What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of Road to Intramural Champion, a series where I document my journey and my grind to become the best volleyball player I can be in order to win a Boston University Intramural Championship. Last episode was the first documentation of my journey where I really laid out the foundations of what my grind is going to look like. I posted that video around 2 weeks ago relative to me filming this now, and the grind started around 4 weeks, like a month ago. And those first 2 weeks of my grind, I spent doing like rehab, but not really rehab, like strengthening my knees and my joints because they're feeling a little sore and a little weak from all the volleyball I played during my first spring semester at BU playing intramural sports. These past 2 weeks, and now going to my third week, I've transitioned away from doing knee strengthening and joint strengthening work to going through a weekly workout schedule, weekly workout plan, whatever you want to call it, in order to increase my vertical jump. And in today's episode, I'm going to be taking you guys through the first 2 days of this weekly plan. Day 1, which is usually a Monday or Sunday, I do just a regular leg day, warming up with a 5-minute run on the treadmill. Then I do Bulgarian split squats to start. Good single leg movement to kick off my workout. They really hurt, especially when you go full depth, full rep range like you see me doing here. 40 pounds to 60 pounds is my usual rep range. Here I just do 40s to really emphasize my form. Hopefully my form is good. Any gym coaches out there, let me know if my form is chopped. And I usually do 3x8 for these. Sometimes I'll do less with heavier weight or more with lighter weight, but this session was just a comfortable 3x8 day. For this workout, I'm doing Romanian deadlifts. I usually switch up the second exercise for different leg days, but this session I was doing Romanian deadlifts. These are really good for working that posterior chain and getting a lot of power from your hamstrings, your lower back, and just really the whole body in general. Doing 40 pounds just because I was doing the same weight for the Bulgarian split squats and I didn't really want to switch out the weights, but 40-pound dumbbells is still a good weight range for me. And for these I do again 3x8, but it changes depending on the weight. Here you can see me doing some hip abductions. I like to do these hip abductions and hip adductions. I do these for around 4 sets of 12 with a medium to heavy weight range, but these are on the lighter side compared to what I can actually do. I love working out the hip and groin because they really help with athletic explosiveness. For my second to last exercise, I like to do the staple leg extensions until failure. I'm sure everyone has these in their leg day, and if you don't, you should definitely incorporate it. The 2 sets till failure really get your quads pumped and they really work your quads, so would definitely recommend these. You can see me making crazy faces because going to failure on this exercise is definitely not fun, but I feel good after. For my last exercise, I like to do seated calf raises. I read somewhere that seated calf raises are better than standing calf raises for athletic explosiveness, so I'm always doing these instead of standing ones. I do these for around 3x10 with a semi-heavy weight, but not as heavy as I can go. To end off my leg days, I like to stretch, then use this posterior stretching machine, then the Normatec, which you guys know I love. Day 2 is a day I like to call active recovery, which usually falls on a Monday or a Tuesday, where I stay moving, stay exercising, but for the sake of promoting blood flow and recovering my body. You can see here I do these Spanish squat isometric holds for around 3x30 seconds. Then I move on to these tibialis raises, which help me prevent shin splints and any pain from plyometric workout or explosiveness when I actually do those exercises. And for these, I like to do 3 sets of 8 to 12 depending on the weight of the resistance band. I think here I do 3x8 if I'm not mistaken, but it's around that range on each leg. Something I do on these active recovery days, aside from these strengthening exercises and some stretching, is swimming. Swimming is great for active recovery just because it's low impact, so my joints don't feel as much pressure, and light swimming helps improve circulation. Alright, I'm in the swimming phase of my active recovery, and I forgot my goggles at home, so I have to borrow these kid goggles. The plan today should be, I'm going to warm up with just 150, then I'm going to go 8 to probably like 10, actually just like 12 by 50s. I'm going to warm up with just 125 down actually, and then 125 back. That's a 50 warm up. Then I'm going to do my 10 by 50. Then I'm going to cool down with another 25 down, 25 back. For this video, I recorded my warm-up set, my first set of 50, my last set of 50, and my last set of that recovery after this workout. I think instead of just swimming around to recover, having a concrete workout plan, courtesy of my friend Eliani, is really good just to give myself some direction and to know mentally where I'm at instead of just swimming around and then stopping when I feel kind of tired. By this cooldown set, in my head I was thinking like, wow, like I'm super gassed. Because I think going into swimming at a intense workout, at least for me like this, as someone who doesn't swim normally, it definitely does take up a lot of endurance. And in this clip, you guys can see just how exhausted I am. I think my reaction encapsulates how exhausted I am after this workout.
Oh, so gassed. Good workout, but it's still so tired.
So yeah, I've been in the lab, I've been in the gym for this grind, but there's just one issue. There's a lot of issues, but there's one pressing issue. And that issue is I haven't played volleyball in 3 weeks. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, it's a lot. It's felt like an eternity. I really, really want to play. Especially going from last semester playing almost every other day to now not having played in 3 weeks. I really want to play. And it sucks because at home, volleyball isn't really all that accessible as a sport compared to sports like basketball, compared to sports like soccer, and even tennis is relatively more accessible, at least where I'm from. So I've been doing home drills because I need to have a ball in my hands and satisfy that craving somehow. Plus, I think home drills are super underrated in order to improve at volleyball. Yeah, so at home, I start with these just hand sets against the wall. I think just satisfying that craving of having a volleyball in my hand, because it's hard to get, like I said earlier, to play volleyball, because you need one person for every position. You can't just get 12 dudes and just have everyone fill. Volleyball doesn't work like that. For this next home exercise, I pass a ball against the wall on my knees. For this and the setting against the wall, I like to go for 100 total, just for the sake of a workout. I'll do more just for fun, but for the sake of the workout, I do 100 count, 100 passes, 100 sets against the wall. And it's not in a row, it's total passes, so if I mess up, I don't start from 0, because I feel like it'd take forever. After knee passing, I like to do passing from one side, and I'll do these on each side for ideally 20 in a row. And as you can see, I struggle a little bit. The ball flies around because I only have my basement, and my basement's not that big, and there's not a lot of space in my basement. So I have to be precise. And when I mess up, it just kind of flies in the wrong direction like that. Luckily, I haven't broken anything yet, and I hope to keep it that way with my ball control. But I definitely struggled doing these. They're a lot harder than they look. But here, I get it on my right side, which I was struggling with. After, I like to do these one-arm passes against the wall for around 20 in a row on each hand, just like I did on the ground. But you can tell that my ball control isn't the greatest, because instead of me consistently passing the ball into one spot, I'm kind of scrambling after the ball.
but that's just something that improves over time with touch and feel. So just got to keep going. The last little home drill I do are these wrist snaps on a tennis ball, just to help my wrist snap when hitting, because I think that was an issue last season when I would just hit the ball but I blast it out because I never really snapped my wrist. I kind of just swung my arm down, and I'll just do these for however long. I'll do maybe 10 at a time, stop, 10 at a time, stop. But it's a quick, easy exercise that has a lot of benefits. So yeah, that's it for the home workouts.
The volleyball grind has felt pretty slow because I haven't actually been playing. I've been just showing up to the gym consistently and doing my home drills. But come fall semester and come the season, I know how important this grind will be. So just been putting my head down and showing up every day and grinding. Hopefully though, for the sake of my content, next episode, fingers crossed, I'll get some content of me actually playing volleyball. So looking forward to that. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, Jesus loves you, and I'll see you in the next episode.